Well, hello, welcome back. I'm Claire, this is Purple Poppy, and today I've got a very different kind of coffee break crafting for you. So we don't need this book. Now, as I told you recently, I'm involved in a swap over on the Treasured Page Facebook group. And the wonderful Mel sent me her swap. It arrived a couple of days ago, and this is the fabulous reused Amazon envelope that she sent me. So I'm going to recycle this, because now that the artful CD cases are finished, because April's gone and we're into May, I wanted to carry on with a daily project. So I've got this book. This comes from the Works. It's just £2. And there's 75 pages in here. I don't want this to get in my way as I'm working on my pages. So I'm going to work with it landscape rather than portrait. And ultimately what I'd like to do is be able to flip that over and use it as a desk stand. But as you can see, this cover is not strong enough to take it. So that's where I thought I could use this to strengthen it up. Got a great background to work on for my cover, and away we go. So there you go. Get yourself your notebook, recycle some card, and you can turn it into a desk tent book. Now, I can't really see what I'm doing, so I don't know if I've even drawn the right line. Yes, I have. So there you go. So very simply, I'm taking a piece of Amazon packaging. Let's just see which bit I've got. Yep. That's already been recycled to send to me. And I'm going to recycle it again. And keep that bit. We might be able to use that for something else. And I'm going to add this to the front of this notebook in order, look at that, in order to make it, just want to make sure, sturdy enough to become a desk tent. And that means as I work my way through the book and I decorate the pages, I am going to be able to, oh I'm sorry, that's the washing machine you can hear in the background now. I'm going to be able to have it on my desk to admire my work, to give me inspiration for new projects as time goes by. So I've glued that. I'm going to add this the right way up. That would help, wouldn't it? So I'm going to make sure it's totally lined up, because there's a lot of glue on there. I am obviously going to have to trim it back somewhat currently. Now here's the question. Is that glue stick actually going to be strong enough? Because this is a little bit lumpy and bumpy where it's already been painted and played with and so on. Whoops. And the glue is very, very slidey. Yeah, no, I don't necessarily think that's going to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little bit of my Uhu glue to make sure it can't argue with me. Like that, because I will not be beaten. We want this to work. So we'll try this again. And just press that down. And now it's got two different types of glue on it. It is well and truly going to stick. Okay. Open it out. And you see that's going to lay perfectly flat on there. I don't know why we're a bit boss-eyed, but we are. There we go. You straighten that up. and then I can just trim that down very slightly on this side with my scalpel blade, like that. Get rid of that excess piece. And now, when I open my book, it's going to stand up as it wouldn't do before, because now it's got that much stronger cover. Okay, so obviously I want that glue to dry, so I'm going to close it back up. And you know, I mean, Mel's done some fabulous work here, but obviously I want to make it my own. So I have recently grabbed myself these lovely ladies from Kleeback Creations. I'm going to put you on pause for a minute. Right, sorry, I'm back. The washing machine decided to make a really loud spinning noise. As I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted, I've recently got these lovely ladies from Kleeback Creations, and I've also got from Kleeback Creations these artistic vintage style photographs. And this is the one that is drawing me in, because this advertisement that Mel has put on this envelope, whoops, has got a certain amount of red in it, and this photograph feels a little bit rusty red, so that's the one that I'm going to pull out. I'm going to use my tear ruler, get a nice crinkly edge, and obviously you can do this with heavy images and stamps and things that you have. I'm just gonna pull that off there so it's a bit more sort of damaged looking on that side. She's gonna sit sort of there, but I want her to have some of this book page underneath her, so I'm going to put her sort of there. So I'll get rid of the top piece, and this is just basic layering up that I'm doing here, that I'm sure you've all done many times. And then get rid of that side piece, and then I want to apply this to this piece of card. So get my Stanley back and my craft knife, and this is just basically the back of a pad, exactly like this. Okay, and then whoops, line that back up quickly before the machine starts making dreadful noises again. I can't pick it up now, typical. I'm going to pop that on there, and then this side we're going to give it a nice tear line. Okay, so get my dirty mat up and an ink brush, and I'm going to aid this a bit more by ripping some of those away. Just looks a little bit nicer, doesn't it? Like it's been well worn. It's quite a long coffee break crafting video, isn't it? Oh, well, you have to treat yourselves today to an extra large coffee to do this one. Run that ink along there and across there, and then again I'm just going to ink some of the edge. Don't mind that tears. Actually, I quite like that torn because it makes it more tatty. Oops, here we go again. Okay, so the washing machine has finally finished. I do apologise. While you were gone, I just carried on inking and stuck these 3 layers together. So that's ready to go. And she's going to go on about there. But before I do that, I just want to do a little bit of stamping. Because where this picture was, there's quite a lot of blank area there. So I've got this Tim Holtz architecture stamp. So I'm just gonna pop this there by hand so we get some of it, yeah, and then it's more faded, and then when she sits there you're gonna see a little bit of it behind there. This is the other stamp from the set, and I want that piece there, so I'm going to put that down there. Just so you've got this like architectural measurements. It looks a little bit industrial, it's architectural, but I think it goes with the feel of what's going on here. And then because it was a train, I want to add in technically a railway station. So I've got this Covent Garden. It's not a railway station, although there is a station in Covent Garden. I'm waffling now, but anyway, I just want to add a bit more stamping to, you know, just add in a bit more of what's here. And then I'm going to use red ink to tie in that red. So I've got my Stays On Black Cherry, and I'm going to use the Paper Artsy Poppy and Postcard, I think. So pull this one out, and I'm going to just do it by hand and put on those poppies. Look at that. I think that's awesome. And then I'm just going to have a little bit over that side as well. And then I think across here is where I want to put this postcard one. So, oh, I've stuck my hand in the ink now. Just across there. Move that, Claire, before you put your hand in it again. Get red ink everywhere. Yeah, I just think that works for me. We've added a little bit more to the background and we've personalised it a little bit. So now all that remains to do is glue the back of this piece that we've built up. Whoops. Like so. She is going there on the edge of that poppy, not quite to the middle, bit off centre. I'll make sure I haven't got, you know, too much ink on there that's gonna land on there. So there you go. That is how you turn a notebook into a desk stand, and then when it's open and I can admire my work and get more inspiration, it will stand up as a tea. Not a tea. Why am I saying a tea? I can't think what it's called, but you know what I mean. There you go. There's today's coffee break crafting, and it's using all things really that have been used before. I hope you found joy and inspiration. Stay safe. I'll see you very soon. Ta-ta for now.